2019 is the year of the Earth Pig, and if you're born under the sign of the pig, this year is supposed to be your year. Now, people always say that if you are in the same animal sign as your year of birth is considered offending the Grand Duke. Well, this Grand Duke is slightly different, okay? Because this Grand Duke for you this year comes with 3 auspicious stars. These 3 auspicious stars are the Relief God, 8 Seats, and the Duke's Arrival. So it makes this Grand Duke, which is supposedly negative, somewhat brings positive change. Remember, Grand Duke basically means changes. So when the Grand Duke enters into your Destiny Palace this year, having the pig in your chart, well, that means there will be changes. But the changes apparently brings positive outcome. Now, the good thing is you have the Relief God star. Now, this star means able to solve problems. So if you have issues, right, financial issues, relationship issues, or maybe even some issues regarding your own well-being and health, and you need to look for the right doctor and right medication, and you need to look for the right help, the Relief Star helps you, reduce at least half the problem. So the big change that is about to take place, because you're born with the pig in your destiny sign, and this is the pig year, well, it's going to lead you to a positive outcome, but it doesn't say it is not painful. Okay, it might be a little bit stressful and painful, but the outcome is relatively positive. And the other one is the 8-seat star. Now, I love the 8-seat stars. This is a new discovery for me. People who suddenly become famous overnight, those who actually suddenly, break the internet, their posts gone viral, usually have the 8 seats in their Destiny Palace. So if you have this, well, consider doing something on YouTube, on social media. There's a chance that you might actually become popular, but make sure you're popular for good reasons, yeah? So that's the 8-seat star. And finally, you have this thing called the Duke's Arrival. Duke's Arrival is like the emperor is here. Everyone is looking at you because you're the number 1 person. You're the man, right? So what happens is, this star 2019 will attract a lot of attention. Now, if you're someone that likes attention, then this is great for you. Now, some of you say, no, I don't like attention. Listen, if you are taking selfies, you like attention, okay? So this star actually allows people to connect with you, maybe give you more likes here and there, and get popular. So it's a good star to have if you have something to offer. Now, in terms of negative star, yes, the Grand Duke. Grand Duke means change. Some people don't like change. When things become different, they're scared, they feel stressed out. Now, if you're one of those that don't like change, then of course it's going to be an uncomfortable year. But if you welcome change, if you embrace change, then 2019 will be a good year for you, despite it being a Grand Duke year. And the other 2 stars is relatively small, but nevertheless, it does make a small impact. It's called back poking. What's called back poking? Someone poking your back, right? So in terms of your work, right, you're doing stuff, someone might say, poke your back, basically betray you. That's what it means, okay? So you gotta be careful with who you trust in 2019. As long as you don't, overly depend on other people in your work environment or even at home, you should be quite okay with the back poking star, right? The back poking is when you totally rely on a friend and then he turned his back on you. That's when the problem happens. The other star is called instability. Instability is basically you fluctuate, right? You fluctuate between one decision and another. You can't make up your mind. That's what the instability star can cause you to feel, okay? So I think these are small issues. The biggest one is the Grand Duke, and Grand Duke means change. But based on the 3 positive stars that you have in your Destiny Palace, most likely the change will lead to a positive outcome, provided you're okay with the stress and pain that initially happens when the change takes place. Now, there's a way to go deeper into your astrology chart. You see, the pig can appear in your year of birth, month of birth, day of birth, or even the hour of birth. You see, there are 4 animal signs in a destiny chart, not just your year of birth. If you're new to astrology, please click on the link that you see on your screen or on the comment section right now. It will lead you to an online app where you can actually key in your date and time of birth, and you can print your chart. Then you can see, based on your year, month, day, hour, what is your full destiny chart. Now, if you have the pig in the year, it does represent that the Grand Duke is in the year. 2019, you probably will face with a lot of changes from external, okay? Maybe in the work environment, there are changes, there's maybe renovations going on, maybe there's reshuffling in terms of your departments, or if you're the boss, then there's a lot of changes in your industry that you're looking at, maybe even in the way you deliver your product and your service. Take note of that. Now, I feel that these changes are actually positive. As long as you can ride the wave and embrace the change before it happens to you, then you will emerge a winner. Now, the 8-6 does help with popularity if you want to, market to the influencers market, you want to get into social media. This will be a great time for you to think about, moving online and excelling. Now, if the pig is in the month, here's a totally different reading because the month represents what you do, your actions, your activities also represents your business. Now, with the 8 seeds inside the pig, inside the month of birth, it does indicate that your work, in what you do, you become popular, okay? Some of your work actually is known by other people and people support it and there's a lot of cheer. So remember, do more, volunteer more, be seen. That's what you need to do. Now, the Relief God Star does indicate that you will be able to solve problems in your current work environment. Listen, every company has problems, okay? No matter how perfect and how big it is, every company, every organization has problems. You have this star this year. Take up the role, make it your responsibility to go and fix that problem, and guess what? You now have a new position and new value to offer to your organizations. Now, if you are the boss of the company, then look at your company and find out what you can tweak and improve to optimize to improve your profits. This is the best year for it. Now, if you have the pig in your day pillar like this, that means you have the Relief God Star in your relationship palace. That means if you were having problems all this while with your spouse, with your loved one, with your partner, but this is a good year to talk about it, and whatever problems you're facing will come to an amicable close, okay? Not to worry. The Relief God Star relieves problems. So if you have an issue, it can solve it. If you don't have an issue, obviously this star is a bit wasted, but if you have one, it's a good time to do it. Also, second thing, because this is in the day pillar and day pillar represents your body and self, so if you're thinking of doing an elective surgery to improve your health, this is also a good year for that. Now, if you have the pig in the hour pillar, that means you have the Duke's arrival in the hour. Your ambitions are known, your desires are known. People actually know your intention. So you got to be a little bit careful with who you are sharing your plans with, because people seem to know what you want to do. Unless you really want them to know and you want to publicize your intention and plans and entire business model, then maybe you want to keep most of these secrets to yourself. Because with the Duke's arrival, a lot of people will pay attention to what you have to say and what you have planned. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Now, there's a lot more to say about the pig in the Earth Pig year 2019. And I have a lot more to say about the other animal signs. If you want to know everything, I've actually written a Thriver's Guide, a full report on all the 12 animal signs, including the Feng Shui forecast for the year. All you have to do is see the link that is on your screen right now. Well, it is also on the comment section. Click on that and it should lead you to a page where you could download the Thriver's Guide. You want to download this guide and read it thoroughly because I think it will serve you for the entire year and it will point out to you where the opportunities and potential dangers are. Now, if you have found value in this video, you've enjoyed watching this video, please do me a favor, click on the share button and share this with all your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Joey Yap, here's wishing you a fantastic, healthy and prosperous 2019.